see if it shows that we are live. Oh wow, it's there already. Right, now I'll put the link in YouTube. Fuck, I can hear my voice. Oopsies, I swore. Don't fire me. Oh, lovely. Why is there a terrestrial thing on it? Right, never mind. Right then. Good evening then, what a start there. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the season opener for season 14 of the FTR BTCC Blueprints with STDash84 designs. Come to you live from the Brands Hatch, the Indy circuit. I'm Sean, and joining me in the booth for this season is the reigning champion, Liam McEwen. How are you doing today, Liam?
Oh, I'm good. Nice to be in and around the races again, just in a less stressful position this time.
So how come you decided to take a step back then?
Well, I've been sim racing for a very long time. Nice to have a break now and, you know, mental health and whatnot. Nice to just step back and relax for a bit.
Yeah. Alright, there go, kick in. So, let's actually talk about the drivers then. So we've got some new drivers that are in. I think we're still waiting for one person to come in, but we'll tell you what they are. But first of all, the cars are going to be the 2021 cars, the current cars that you're seeing on the BTCC grid for this year. So first of all, we'll have a look at WSR then, which is led by Chris Clements, and his teammate will be Adam Piper. There he is, just making his way towards Paddock Hill. Next on the list will be the MB Motorsport team of Luke Clifford, and we are waiting to see Connor Heron. There he is. They're both driving the Renault around here. Next up, oh, and I think Connor's just pulled into the pit lane. Bit of a late replacement here, a bit of confusion here. It was supposed to be, I forgot who was supposed to take over his ride. I forgot. Was it Thompson? Yeah, it was Thompson, wasn't it?
Or which car?
For Team Hard, I mean.
Yeah, it was Thompson, but he's pulled out. So
yeah, he pulled out, yeah. Which we're looking at right now. And his teammate is Declan Russell, who is not here, I don't think. So, one of the rookie drivers, not competing yet so far. Next of all, we've got the Power Max boys. This is an all-new team of Stephen Rickwood. I'm guessing that's him just coming into the pits now. And yes, and I think this one right here is Mark Brooks. So we've got two new drivers in here for them. Who else is out on the track? I think OVS in the pit lane. So this is Leon Welsh, new teammate to Ash Sharp, now in the Laser Tools. Okay, because you were teammates with Ash for, was it 3 or 4 seasons?
I think I was teammates with Ash from season 9 up until last season. Last
season, yeah. So hopefully Leon will make you proud and become a good teammate to Ash.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Next up then is Xavier McIntosh. They're driving the Accelerate Motorsports along beside probably that is your favourite livery, isn't it? Of Shaula, ain't it not?
No further comment.
There he is there. The rather colourful looking car. So them two are teammates yet again. They were Proton teammates last season when we used the 2003 car. Now we need to see the who else are we missing? The last one is Sicily, yes, which Ethan is in the pit lane, and his teammate was supposed to be Mark Brown, but he's got family problems or personal reasons, so he's not showing up today, and he's been replaced by this guy. Oh no, that's great. My apologies. This one is Lewis Edwards, so he's returning to the championship for a one-off deal, and I think that's pretty much it. I think I've gone through all the drivers. Yes, indeed. Same rules as last season. The medium tyres, you've got to use one set of mediums for each race per round. So we split the mediums into like 3 categories: 2 for race 1, 2 for race 2, 2 for race 3. If you use your medium tyres, say for example in race 1, you've got one more set of mediums in race 1 whatever round you want to choose it, and you know, same for race 2 and same for race 3. Points are still the same. Pole position only requires the qualifying. You get a bonus point for that. Fastest lap, you get a championship point. I think that's it. I think we've covered it all then. So anyways, we're talking about this track then, the Brands Hatch Indy. You had 2 wins last season, didn't you? So
yep.
Do you say this is clearly a Mazda racetrack?
It definitely was last season. In the off season, every other car has been tweaked up a little bit, and Edwards is currently fastest, so it might not be so Mazda this season. Looks like the BMW is on this level. Yeah.
So it should be quite entertaining. No sign then of Declan Russell here, I don't think. So it looks like Liam New is just on his own at the moment. Yeah, hold on a sec. I'm just trying to... I forgot to change the championship points as well. Oopsie daisy. Oh, come on. And take that away. Delete that. Right, perfect. That's it all sorted. So then, so what do you think then? First race, who do you think have a good races tonight then?
Well, I think 2 people who keep an eye on will be 2 of the championship protagonists. I think that'll be Ethan and McIntosh. I think they're going to be the 2 main title protagonists, but I think in his one-off appearance, I think Lewis is also going to be firmly in the mix.
Just seeing Rickwood having a little moment out of clearways there. So Ethan is going to start the qualifying. For those who are new to this championship, Clifford just spins Clements around going into his Paddock Hill. So it is, I think it's 5 minutes qualifying, and, you know, pretty much self-explanatory. You get the pole, you're going to start on the pole, get that all-important championship point. So out the field all goes. Looks like we're only going to have 13 people out on track. Declan Russell still no showing. So here we go then. There goes Ethan, making his way towards George, followed by your favourite livery, Showler.
At least Ethan's got a gap, I don't have to look at it.
I'm just trying to get the track map out here because I've completely forgot what the corner names are. Hang on a sec. Right, there we go. So it looks like it's going to be Ethan is going to do the first time lap of the brand new season. So let's see what he can do in that 61 as he gets a little wiggle there out of Clark Curve. And then onto the Brabham Straight to be the first of the time lap. Let's ride on board then with a lap around this track. So going down 3rd gear down towards Paddock Hill. Use all of the track on the exit. Then just brake where the bridge is. In towards Druids. That's a 2nd gear corner. Slightly missing the apex there, but, you know, shouldn't be losing too much time. Then downhill towards Graham Hill Bend. Should be just a 3rd gear corner. Use all of the curb on the exit. Little short straightaway onto the Cooper Straight. And then we're going in towards Surtees, which should be flat out there, although Graham is pushing the car just a little bit too hard. Now into McLaren, now out of clearways into Clark Curve. Use over track on the exit there, pretty much hug the pit wall on the Brabham Straight, and then that is a lap of Brands Hatch. So let's see what he will do. It will be a 46.1 for Ethan. Charlotte will improve that by 900. Clements goes to the top already, setting a mark already, 3 tenths quicker than that is Lewis Edwards, the replacement for Mark. Was it Brooks? I forget. It's Brown, isn't it? No, it's Brown. Right. There's two marks in there. So yeah, Connor Heron goes up to 4th. Adam Piper goes 6th. No, gets replaced there by McIntosh. As the time's all coming through.
It's on the mediums. McIntosh and Clifford are on the mediums.
Oh yes, I forgot to mention about that. Yes, so we'll actually see through the field then. So Clements is on the softs. So too is Edwards, so too is Showler, so is Heron. Ethan's just coming across to start his, well, do his 2nd lap. Looks like it's going to be better. Yep, goes to 2nd, but only 3 tenths off Clements. So yeah, McIntosh is going to start this race on mediums. So I'll take that off there for race 1. So nice there, Piper. Leon Welsh 8th ahead of his teammate. And then a 10th for looking at Liam New. There's Rick Wood in 11th. His teammate there in 12th. No, actually improves now. Just dumps his teammate down. So it looks like that's a Power Max Racing on the 6th row of the grid, and looks like Clifford is also on the medium as well. So only 2 drivers going for the medium tyres in race 1. And there is Clifford. He's a lot quicker on this lap now. Graham improves, but still doesn't take pole position. Piper's in 3rd. Oh, and now Edwards has gone to the pole. 45.5 now for him, and he was just a 10th quicker there. So Edwards there replacing Mark Brown, doing a good job then for the team. Clifford improves to 47.3 as that's Graham having a moment out of Graham Hill.
It's ironic.
What's that?
It's ironic, Graham going off at Graham Hill.
Let's see what Edwards can do on this lap. It was supposed to be Edwards and Graham reunited for this season, but I don't know, something that he had work commitments, didn't he? And then he wasn't going to race in it, and then Mark Brown, something happened in his family, and then Edwards is back in this team for what? It's just a 1-race deal, as there was Mark Brooks there going off at Paddock Hill. Looks like his car is stopped. I think he might be done for qualifying, so it looks like he could settle for 12th place on the grid.
Rob's not happy. Chris passed him into turn 1 and he's given a light flash.
Oh, Showler, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, those two did have a bit of beef in race 2 last season. I can recall.
Yeah, looks like Rob Reitman might repay the favour. He's tucked up behind Chris here.
There we go. Then they're gonna get one more lap in here with 10 seconds to go. So still Edwards on the way. Clement 2nd, Graham 3rd. So it's a BMW 1, 2, 3. Then Piper in. Oh no, Piper's in the Vauxhall as well, isn't he? Yeah. So it's
in the BMW.
Yeah. So it's Sisley WSR 1, 2, 3, 4. And Piper's the first across the line. Doesn't improve his time. Leon Welsh could be quite chuffed there to qualify 5th. Though, only half a second off. So his teammate down there in 7th place. He's just making his way down towards Graham Hill. Liam New improves to 46.8. That will put him 10th on the grid. Looks like he only improved by about nearly a 10th and a half. So that's a decent effort from Liam New, even though he's just came in as a late replacement there. Graham still goes third, doesn't improve his time though. Now Showler also improved, but looks like he stays where he is. So it looks like to me that Ethan has got the pole position here.
Lewis,
yeah.
Ethan's 3rd. 1, 2, 3, 4 for BMW, followed by 3 of the Mazdas.
Yeah, and then the first of the Renault drivers is Connor Heron in 8th position. So is anyone else that's doing yeah, that's a good effort. I'll tell you what there, McIntosh, I wonder, yeah, I'm just saying, yeah, just noticed that. I was going to say McIntosh would be quite disappointed to be in 9th place, but like he says, he is on the medium tyres. He's only 7/10 off the pole though, so decent effort that from Xavier. Yeah. Right then, here we go then, the season opener, round 1, race 1 of the championship, and this is how the starting grid looks. It will be Edwards from Clements, from Graham, Piper, Welsh. It is Welsh or Walsh, isn't it? Welsh, I was right. Okay, so it's Charlotte Sharp, then Connor Heron, then Xavier McIntosh, Liam New, Luke Clifford, Mark Brooks, and Stephen Rickwood. That is the 13-car field. Engine notes rise then, the first of 19 lights out, and away we go there. Clements there smoking up the rear tyres there, but he will stay into 2nd place as the field make their way down towards Paddock Hill for the first time. But it's still Edwards, Clements, the 4 BMWs there, nose to tail now, single file. Meanwhile, looks like one of the Power Max cars got into Luke Clifford there, but now and then towards Druids there, and I think that was Piper running just a little bit wide there. And Showler's already improved up to 5th position there, so not a good start for Leon Welsh. He's down to 6th now, as I think that was Piper being pushed off on the grass on the exit of Graham Hill. Didn't concede any positions though, but it looks like it's a good start all round for the top 4, and Showler's gained a spot.
Yeah, good start from Rob. As well, Connor Heron, it's very hard to start the front wheel drives here. They fall down to the inside of the track. You got to be basically steering left, so he's done well to hold Rob into 8th place, but he's under pressure from Joker.
Now to start lap 2, And it looks like the two laser tools racing the side by side, and looks like that Sharp that's going to go by. So Leon Welsh's good effort in qualifying is going a little bit in vain. Down to 7th place now goes Leon. And Sharp trying to catch up now with Piper, who's lost a spot to Schauler. So Schauler in that for Accelerate Motorsports working his way out through the field. And he's got Ethan Graham, but he's 1.1 seconds adrift. Looks like the field is still nicely tight back there. Luke Clifford in last position. It's got Stephen Rickwood just ahead of him in the MB Motorsports car, but so far doing a decent job. In fact, he's having a look on the inside at on Rickwood. I said I couldn't say my R's right. I said it again, but no change there. So Rickwood is in 12th and Clifford in 13th. Meanwhile, back up front, it is still Edwards from Clements from Graham, and Piper is going to be under some pressure now because Taylor Sharp is kind of flying. Meanwhile, Connor Hedden and Leon Walsh are battling side by side for 7th and 8th respectively, and McIntosh could be there into the mix there. And Hedden just got the door slammed by Leon Walsh there. Welsh. Oops. But Sharp looks like he's already a man on a mission. He's actually catching up to the Piper and Schauler just ahead, so Sharp's flying at the moment.
He is. Adam has this tendency to... He can qualify well, but he will fight anyone to the death, and his race pace suffers as he's going down the inside of Schauler now.
Oh, yeah, and he's through. Good pass there. And then he goes to the middle of the track, sort of half defends his position there, but Schauler didn't really make an attempt to try and get the spot back. So as it is, it's still BMW 1, 2, 3, 4, Mazdas 5, 6, 7. Let's have a look then at this new driver then, Liam New, just making his way on the Cooper straightaway, doing a good job so far, and that's Scirocco, the only driver out of Team Hard. Again, no Declan Russell, but he's keeping in touch there with McIntosh and Hedden and Leon Welsh there. Oh, careful corner, thought he was going to lose it on the exit. But yeah, Liam New still doing a good job there in 10th place, just like I says, a late replacement to the championship.
Doing well. It's a bit more of a learning experience for him, just trying to hang on, keep it clean and improve for the next rounds, because this isn't a good track for those front wheel drives. He'll be looking forward to next week already.
See them now. We're just looking here at Brooks, just making his way at Druid, still winning in 11th position, and those two now battling still for position. Clifford has gone ahead of Stephen Rickwood. So Clifford in the second of the MB Motorsport cars. There's only 2 drivers on the mediums, so that's decent that from Luke. Meanwhile, looks like the top 3 have kind of spread it out just a bit there. Nearly a second from Edwards to Clements, and then it's 8 tenths from Clements to Graham in 3rd. And then the only real close battle out there is for 4th place with Piper, Schauler and Sharp.
Yeah, and if I know Rob, he's going to want that V4. He is a very everything or nothing driver, and he's also got to watch out for Ash, who's doing a great job to hold on behind him.
Think you'd be proud of your former teammate then?
Oh yeah, he's doing a great job holding on to the other Mazda.
Let's have a look then further back again through the field. Neil Walsh has started to spread himself away from Hedden now, over a second now he has, over corner. There's a look then, Xavier McIntosh, your pick to win the Drivers' Championship, still sitting there in 9th, so doing not too much of a... yeah, one of, yeah. Still Liam in 10th, and Mark Brooks in 11th, and Clifford still in 12th, and Rickwood in 13th. Pretty much all spread it out just a teensy bit there. Now Edwards looking back then at Edwards, then starting to pull away just a teensy bit on Clements in 2nd, and still going purple as we are approaching the second half of the race, coming on to start lap number 8. Let's have a look at this battle then for 4th position. Let's ride on board there, and I don't know about you, Liam, but I think it's Piper starting to catch up with Graham in 3rd spot.
Could be. The last laps were very similar, but the lap before Adam was 2 tenths quicker. Ethan is starting to get dropped a little by the top 2, not massively, but maybe Adam, now that he's not fighting Rob, could start closing back in.
So we could see a potential 4-car battle for 3rd place. It would seem they're still riding on board with Ash now on the Cooper Straight. Looks like he's starting to lose a little bit of ground now on Schauler because he's out of the slipstream distance. So Sharp may fall out of that battle now for potential third spot, but see what it can do though. He's putting in some consistent lap times in his Ash. That time it was only a 46.1 there, so that kind of spoiled the 45s that Sharp's been doing. Meanwhile, further down through the field, there's a look at Heron in 8th. Still holding his own, doing a pretty decent job there. It's McIntosh still in 9th, and Liam New still in 10th, and Mark... I need to put the driver's name up there because I'm going to get mixed up with both Marks here. I don't know why, because the other Mark is not racing. So there's a look then at Brooks, and I tell you what, I think Clifford is catching up now to the Power Max driver of Brooks. He's right on board now with Luke, and it looks like he is definitely catching. He is doing 47 still, but you know he's on the medium tyres. They are just the slower tyres there. And looking at Brooks there, he's having some different lines through Surtees and McLaren.
Yeah, there's an odd line. Clifford is definitely catching. He's consistently low 47s, whereas Brooks is anywhere from low 47s to low 48s, so a bit of inconsistency there. That's why Clifford's catching up.
And also, don't forget though, this Renault is one of the quickest cars we have on the grid now, isn't it? We'd seen it last season when we used the 2003 cars, how superior straight line speed it does have to the other cars too.
Yeah, it got reined in a bit. It's still definitely the quickest car in a straight line. It's just not.
It's not good at it.
It was last season.
But it's still not good on the start still, so that's could be a problem. It's still there. So let's see what Clifford can do, because he's gained 8 tenths alone on this lap now. So there's another battle going out on the track. But meanwhile, I think the battle for third place is starting to heat up just a teensy bit now. Riding on now at the back of Ethan, and Piper is catching 7 tenths, then Schauler, and then Sharp just a little bit in the distance there. Running a little wide off of Graham Hill was Ash. But looks like there is going to be a battle on there. Oh, my stepmom's barking in the background.
Yeah, Piper's definitely catching. The last we saw, he was about a second back. He got it down to 7 tenths on that lap, but he's made a bit of a mess at the end of the lap. Goes back up to the 1 second.
Then Piper drove the BMW last season for VX Racing. I think they won the team's championship last season, didn't they? When
yeah,
it was
very close.
Oh, Piper! Whoa, what a save there from Piper. Went extremely wide out of Graham Hill and nearly lost the rear end, but kept it together, so he will lose a little bit of momentum, and Schauler can hopefully take full advantage of it, and the gap is coming down now. I mean, don't forget though, Piper and Ethan were teammates last season. They're now racing against each other.
Yeah, a bit of tension towards the end of their teammate relationship last season.
Oh yes, there was.
Now, so.
Yeah, hopefully there's no love lost there between the pair of them. And then you look back to season 12, and Piper was teammate to Schauler, and they're now 4th and 5th. Well, Schauler's getting closer to the back of him, of Piper.
Yeah, Adam's been around with teammates. He seems to have a different one every season.
Let's have a look further back then, and Luke looks like he's actually gone ahead of... I think something's actually happened to the Power Max boys, because, well, looking at... who was that? Brooks is there. He did a 53.5, so I think Brooks has made a mistake, whereas his teammate, Stephen Rickwood, new to the championship, and still just... still doing a decent job there. I think, you know, new to the championship, so...
Yeah,
he'll get by... Yeah, he could. Yeah, he'll be coming into some lap traffic very soon there, because the leaders are just going on the Cooper straightaway, and he's just exited it. So Stephen's got to be a little bit careful, because he doesn't want to upset the outcome of this race coming soon, which I think the leaders will probably get by him maybe the next lap or two.
I think lap 16 or so they should be on the back of him. They're about 3.5 seconds a lap quicker.
So there's Rickwood now just going up Halewood Hill, as the leaders are now going up Halewood Hill too. So Lewis Edwards two-time champion like yourself. Fortunately, didn't do a good job defending it last season because he had other stuff like, you know, having fun at McDonald's, wanking away with other people. Yeah. And he is catching up with Rickwood now, and he's still setting purple times. So Edwards is, you know, I mean, he's got a 1.5 seconds lead. He can consolidate that lead, but he's not. He's still wanting to push.
No, he's probably thinking when you start to ease off and not try as hard as it does go purple is when the mistakes will start creeping in, and he knows he's only 1.5 seconds to press. Any little mistake could throw that away.
He's flashing the lights then to Rickwood to say move out of the way, which Rickwood does just about there. Edwards there losing the rear, and Rickwood doing a good job there, moving out of driver's way. So that's good awareness there from Stephen. And Edwards didn't lose too much time.
No, I don't think Lewis expected it. I think he thought because he was on the race line he was going to continue. I don't think he expects him to go straight on. But didn't harm him too bad.
Meanwhile, the Laser Tool boys looks like they're going to be battling for position somewhat soon. Sharp he's lost a lot of ground now to Showler in 5th, but he's got his teammate now, you know, his new teammate Leon Welsh now in 7th, and he is looks like he's starting to slowly catch up to him, but time might be running out though for Leon to try and overtake Ash, as we've got 3 laps to go until the end of the first race. It is still Edwards, Clements, Graham, Piper, Showler, Sharp, Welsh and Heron. That is the top 8, so you know, pretty much not really movers and shakers that's been going on, isn't there? I think the only one that's gained a few spots was Sharp and Showler, and it's just pretty much status quo the after qualifying by looks of it.
It's not much movement, it's all sort of settled down, everyone's doing their own thing. Hopefully that'll change once we throw in some mediums and maybe a reverse spread later on.
Yeah, race 2 will be based on results from race 1, and then for race 3 it will be the as Liam said there, the reverse grid. So whoever finishes last in race 2 will start on the pole for the 3rd race, and hopefully we should get to see some fireworks and that, because this first race in BTCC terms is quite boring.
Yeah. Every time I was in it and I had to watch it later, it was always crazy races. It's been a bit dull.
They've gone calm down, you need to get back in the wheel.
Just a pit manoeuvre or a tap and someone's door always shakes.
Still looking then at Graham in 3rd, still holding his own, not really catching up to Clements there as we start the last lap of the race. And it looks like it's going to be a Sicily Racing 1-3 in a WSR 2-4. So let's have a look then at Edwards here. He's got a few more corners to go. Catching up then to Mark Brooks in the 2nd of the Power Max boys, but I don't think Mark is going to be a lap down. Nah, I think he'll be fine. So here comes Edwards making his way towards clearways onto Clark Curve and then onto the Brabham Straight, and he will become a touring car winner for this season. So here he comes then, Edwards winning the first round of the season. Chris Clements will come across the line 2nd. 3rd goes to Graham. Piper gets 4th. Showler in the end finishes in 5th. Sharp will come across the line in 6th position. Good effort that from Ash. 7th to Leon Walsh. Here comes Connor Heron, then B Motorsports driver. He will cross the line in 8th. Xavier McIntosh will finish 9th. Here comes Liam New, just at his best lap there, but 46.4. So good effort that from Liam. Crosses the line in 10th. And now we just wait for Luke Clifford to cross the line. I think we'd... Rickwood's just crossed the line in 13th place. Here comes Clifford to finish at a fairly respectable 11th on those medium tyres. And now we just wait for Mark Brooks. He's going to cross the line too to finish in 12th place, but fairly a quite uneventful first race there, Liam.
Yeah, hope not the drama we usually expect to see in side-by-side racing.
No, but definitely not.
Shows some of the standards. Everyone kept it clean, set their pace, and nobody was really too much quicker than each other at the front end.
So perfect start there for Lewis Edwards, who is replacing Mark Brown. And sets the pole time, sets the fast lap, and a race win. That's pretty much a perfect start there for Mark Brown now. So we'll just look then at results then again unofficially. Well, I don't think there was any contact at all, so this could possibly be official. So Edwards there, Clements, Graham, Piper, Schauler, Sharp, Leon Walsh, Heron, McIntosh, New, Liam New, that is, Luke Clifford, Mark Brooks, and Stephen Rickwood the 13th. And again, Declan Russell, not showing today. Oh. So that was a boring race 1, unfortunately. Let's see if race 2 can do a lot better than the first race. So there we go. What do you get at that race then, Liam?
Like you say, a bit dull, but maybe in this race, one of the top 4 will maybe go on mediums, and then they'll start falling through, and you'll get trains and people fighting to get by. Hopefully that'll spice it up a little bit. It looks like both the Sicily cars are going on the mediums.
Oh yes, they are. Yeah. So I will tick that name off there for both of them. I think also as well, I think in the chat there, Ash was saying he's going to go into the mediums for race 2. I believe.
Yeah, it'd be a sensible choice. He's finished sort of upper midfield that race. He'll go on the mediums, maybe fall back a bit, and then have a good start for the third race. We can start around 4th, 5th, and maybe have some front wheel drives ahead that he can fly by.
Wasn't that your strategy last season? Because you dominated the first race and you dominated the second race. Was that what you did as well? Did you go in the mediums in race 2, or was it race 3?
I think I did race 3 because I knew I could win race 2 because I'd won 1, so I thought I may as well get a good start to the season and see where I went on the mediums. I think I got to like 6th on the mediums in race 3 or something. So.
Right then, so we're getting on to a different day there. Rickwood saying, can I turn up the power? Unfortunately not, Stephen, sadly.
Yeah, I'm afraid the other Scirocco finished up in 10th with someone who's barely ever driven it. So Heron, despite being a front wheel drive at a track that's not very good for it, had a good performance.
Yeah, qualified 8th and finished 8th, so you know, he had a bit of a battle with, let's actually see what Connor then. So, Irio said, oh, he's just gone into Kitty Litter at Paddock Hill. Oh dear. Yeah, Connor, a solid race there. Like I said, qualified 8th, finished 8th. The only close battle that he had was with Leon. And still held his own to McIntosh, even though McIntosh did start that race on the mediums. Connor looks like he's having a bit of rally crossing at the moment. So I think Piper's just saying the response for Stephen. Oh, so you got to be chuffed with Ash too, finishing 6th. I can't mind where he qualified. Did he qualify? Where did he qualify? 7th, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he gained a spot. Yeah. I think, yeah, the big loser in all of that race was Leon, because he started 5th and finished 7th, so...
Yeah. Schauler got past him lap 1, Ash got past him a bit later, and he never recovered.
And then he nearly fell into the clutches of Heron, and looks like he was going to lose 7th place to Connor, but held his own, found some consistent lap times at Leon, and stretched his legs away. Let's have a look then. So we did see there that Ethan is on mediums. Connor's looks like he's going to do his medium tyres in race 3. So too is Chris. Liam New is going to go on the mediums. So we're going to have far more drivers on the medium tyres, it would seem. Piper's on the softs. Rickwood is on mediums, as well as Leon Walsh. We're going to have a fair few amount of drivers on mediums.
Yeah, we got both Cecily's on mediums, both WSRs on soft, so for them it'll be get past the Cecily's and then be in a 1-2 and then decide who wins it. But I think Cress probably has the slight pace advantage over Adam.
Mark saying, can I have an 18 lap head start?
Only I had some of those. Everyone wants a head start.
Right, so it looks like I've gone through the field. Oh, nice. There, I've got 1, 2... I've got 6 drivers on the mediums, I think. Just waiting for a few more people to come in. Yeah, we've got 11 people out on track at the moment there. So let's have a look then at Clements. Clements there was fighting for second in the championship last season before missing out to Piper at this track as well, the Grand Prix circuit.
Yeah.
Do you feel like he could be a dark horse for the title?
Cress has improved quite a lot in the last few seasons. He had a level that was sort of like upper midfield for a while, and then he's just sort of shot up, and he's now sort of fighting for podiums and the occasional win. So I think he could be. He had some very bad luck, especially at the last round of last season. If he can get good luck and just keep it consistent, he could always be a contender.
But is your money still on either Ethan and Xavier?
Yeah, I would say I would put Ethan and Xavier's chances just above Cress's. I'd say Cress is like the same sort of level of possible winning as Adam.
I really do want Ethan to do well too, because like I've said this time, I've said this time and time again, and even when he was teammates with Lewis, when they dominated seasons 11 and 12, that I wanted to see Ethan put the fight to Lewis, because I think we all know that Lewis is a little bit quicker than Ethan, but it was just those moments where Ethan could have that little slip-ups and it would cost him a hell of a lot of points. Like, we've seen a lot of that last season. We've seen a lot of that when he was with Motorbase in season 12, and if he could just cut out those little moments, then, like he says, he would be like one of the favourites to win the championship.
Yeah, Ethan is definitely quick enough to win the championship, but I don't know whether he'd admit it, but he definitely has a mistake in him. We saw it here at the Grand Prix loop. End of last season, he spun in race 2, I think it was. Last season at Dragon Trail, he had a slide out of the lead, and it cost him it. The season before, he had a slide out of the lead at Dragon Trail, so he's definitely as quick, but he needs to cut the little mistakes out. They are what are mainly costing him.
And you think back to Kyoto as well.
Yeah,
he made a mistake. Yeah, 2 spins. Yeah, the first one was early on in the race, and then recovered amazingly to go into 6th place, and then he spun again late on. And then if you also look back to Willow Springs, when Lewis Edwards made the mistake, he made Ethan did the mistake a lap afterwards, and that's what got you a win into keeping hope in the championship for season 12. But anyway, we're getting ready then for the second race. And it is still status quo as you were in the top 4 in qualifying. Showler, Sharp, Leon Welsh, Connor Heron, Xavier McIntosh. Now he's on the soft tyres. Let's see if he can work his way through the field. I'm sure he will. Liam New 10th, Luke Clifford 11th, and the 2 Power Max boys of Mark Brooks and Stephen Rookwood 12th and 13th. As the engine nose rise then, and we're getting ready for race 2 of the night. And lights out, and away we go. More squealing of tyres there, more smoking from Clements, but looks like he's still again going to hold up into 2nd place, but Edwards leads the way, followed by Clements, then Piper side by side now with Ethan, so Piper's now up into 3rd position as Clements has a look on the inside of Druids. There's contact between the two of them, but it looks a bit there. Oh, and Piper's been shoved off on the grass there. Looks like Graham had a little moment there, or put the traction there. We'll go on the power just a bit too early. One of the Laser Tool boys is going off. That's Leon Walsh there. He's trying to recover back on the track now, but he's down in 9th position. But Clements and Edwards side by side now, as Edwards pushing Clements a little bit out wide. This is more entertaining than the first race altogether. This is only just after the first lap, and now look at Ethan Graham. Looks like he's going to make a Sisley 1-2 by the looks of it, and it is.
Yeah, not a good start for WSR.
No, they're still there. They are still there in the mix though. So it is still Ethan, Graham's up to 2nd place now on those medium tyres, so too is Edwards. Clements is the first one to be on the super softs, but he's now down a spot in 3rd. 4th is Piper, so it's Sisley 1-2, WSR 3-4, and then it is Showler in 5th, and Connor Heron is up to 6th position. So good effort that from Connor, up 2 positions. It looks like he's one of them that can actually master start in that Renault, but Sharp's wanting it back there, a little bit of bargy now on the corner there as Clifford goes off, so he goes back down into 10th position. But look at this mess now for 2nd, and Clements has got it back. Piper wants that 3rd spot on the inside of Ethan.
Yeah, Ethan went wide into the final turn. It's allowed to crest through, and Adams slid into the gap.
Oh, and Showler's off. Rob is off at Paddock Hill, so that's that gone. That's that work done. Look at the mess though for third position on back there, and look at McIntosh, he's working his way now up into 7th then, riding on board with Xavier. He's got the best seat in the house here with this insane battle going on. He's got an overlap though on Heron on the Cooper Straight, but again that Renault was just so quick, even on the short straightaway.
Should have him at the final turn though. This Renault does not have traction, although he's chosen to go outside, so he might not.
He might do the crisscross though. No, I don't think he will. That Renault is just so OP down the straightaway. We're just going to have a look on the inside then for Sharp for 5th place. In towards Paddock Hill. Sharp gives Connor the room. Sharp think about going defensive there, but now Connor is through. This is a good show, this here from Connor. Up to 5th place though, although Sharp wants it back. He went for the crisscross. Side by side now down at Graham Hill, and Connor's through. Nice pass there from Connor.
Yeah, he'll have his eyes sit on Ethan, who's on the medium tyres. He could have a P4 here, while Lewis is still leading on the medium tyres. And
it's getting caught by Clements, and he's on the super soft. So there you go. Sicily 1, WSR 2, WSR 3, Sicily 4. Then it is MB5, followed by Laser Tools in 6th. And now here we go. Then Clements to the inside. There's contact at Paddock Hill, and through goes there Clements there. He made the move, and I think Lewis didn't really protect his lead that well. So through to the lead now goes Clements. Second now is Edwards, and now let's see if Piper can find a way by Lewis here, as Ethan's starting to drop back a little bit from the top 3 ahead of him. And there is Graham in 4th. Oh, sorry, go on.
He's got Connor behind him, and that McGann in a straight line could very well have that BMW.
Leon Welsh is just holding on to this battle just ahead of him there. Looks like Luke Clifford, after going off there a few laps ago, is recovered now on to get into 9th position. Liam New still 10th, and then Showler, after having that moment at Paddock Hill, down in 11th position. Actually having a look on the outside of the team hard driver going in towards Paddock Hill on lap 6 out of 19 in race 2. Now he'll go for the crisscross as he got an overlap on Liam. Yes, he does, and that's 10th place now for Rob, so recovering there, and then they got the 2 Power Max drivers there, 12th and 5th, 13th, this time it's Rickwood ahead of Mark Brooks. But I tell you what, Clements has checked out, 1.7 seconds he has over Edwards, and he is falling into the clutches of Adam Piper for second.
Yeah, that just shows you how much slower these mediums are, and how important it is to get past people on mediums as quick as you can. So the longer Adam's there, his chance of winning gets very much smaller and smaller.
Here comes Heron to the inside of Graham, and that is 4th place now for Connor. So really good driving and good racing here from Connor Heron. We have seen him do, you know, I can remember him making a mistake, a couple of mistakes in the Brands Hatch race last season, especially in race 3 where he was in 2nd place and thrown it all away. But you know, Connor looks a lot more sharp this season, and looks like that car is perfectly suited for him by the looks of it.
Yeah, the front wheel drives are usually the ones that are hard to adapt to, but he's jumped into that and he's already looking better than he did in that BMW.
He could get a potential 2nd place if Piper and Edwards keep slipping up, which Piper is all over the back then of Lewis. He goes to the outside of Paddock Hill. Now is he going to go for the old switcheroo? He's trying to do so, and he's got an overlap on him this time, and that's going to be WSR 1-2 into Druids. Edwards couldn't really defend there. That was smart racing there from Piper. Set it up beautifully, and that is P2 now, and it's a WSR 1-2.
Yeah, meanwhile Ethan's gone backwards. Heron and McIntosh have both passed him, and now he's got Sharp and Welsh, both the Laser Tools, for close company, so he could easily fall down to 8th here.
Oh, and Sharp really late on the brakes going into McLaren, and now he's got an overlap, and that's 6th position from Sharp. I don't think Graham will be too concerned by this. He says he is getting the medium tyres out of the way, which means he can start closer to the front in race 3 as it is a reverse grid. So I think for Ethan's terms, I don't think he'd be too concerned, would he?
I wouldn't say overly, but with Lewis in 3rd, I'd say Ethan's just had a bit less luck this race. He's been sort of more in the traffic and let others catch up. I think Lewis could maybe have a potential P5 in this race.
Just again seeing Graham getting a little wiggle out of Druids. He's done that a couple of times alone. He did Piper did go off on the grass then when Graham had a little wiggle out of I thought Sharp took a different line there in that corner.
Yeah,
but still holds on. Alright, meanwhile, let's have a look then. So Edwards still holding on to third place. Connor Heron in fourth. Is this going to be his best finish of his career? Is Heron?
I'm not sure. He's definitely had podiums before, but I couldn't.
Oh, he has had a podium. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, meanwhile, Sharp has gone down to 8th position. He's heading off. He's heading off at Druids. Now, let's have a look at a replay to see what happened here. So, runs a little wide there out of Paddock Hill. Graham had the overrun. They're going to go 3 abreast here. Oh, and Leon Walsh got into Graham, and Sharp was the innocent bystander. He was one that got took off. So again, Leon Walsh with his dive bombs. Let's have a look then. Let's ride then with. So here we go then. Yeah, it goes to the inside. Graham tries to put a block in. Yeah. 3-1 in Druids usually doesn't go, and that's what happens.
Yeah, it would have been less painful for Ash if he had taken the mediums, but he's on the supers and he's just waited up and let Rob go, so perhaps that indicates that when Rob went off at Paddock Hill, perhaps Ash was involved.
Nice, so there's Ash now down into 10th position. That's a shame that after a strong first race. Meanwhile, Connor Heron is now side by side with Edwards, and McIntosh is coming along there too. So Connor's on for a potential podium position here. A podium finish, sorry, not position. Oh, puts nearly 2 tyres on the gravel at Paddock Hill. Could have upset the car. And now McIntosh on the inside of Edwards. And has he got the traction off of Druids? It looks like he does, and now he's into 4th.
Yeah, Lewis let him go. He took the throttle off. He knows that he's fighting for a 5th on the mediums, but Connor's in the podiums, but I think he's going to have to fight McIntosh very, very hard for it.
You know, when I had Rasco in the booth, he was very impressed with Xavier at this track last season. Really impressed there. And looks like McIntosh here. I tell you what, I mean, if Heron can hold out here, this would be a great. This would already be a great day for Connor Heron. Actually, if he can hold off McIntosh, I think he will take that as a big win. Actually.
Yeah, it's no easy feat holding off another car that is probably better than your car around here, and the saloons are much better than the hatches here, so it would be a hell of a job keeping one of the fastest drivers in a better car than you behind for another 7 laps.
And it looks like he can defend his position quite well there too, because he parked his car in the middle of the corner just to protect his position too. So on to another lap then, 6 laps to go. It is WSR 1-2 with Clements leading away, then Piper, Heron in 3rd, McIntosh 4th, Edwards 5th, and then now Leon Walsh is now into 6th position. Graham is down to 7th, then Showler, Clifford and Sharp battling their battles for 8th, 9th and 10th. 11th place is still Liam New, doing a fairly good job on those medium tyres too, so decent effort there. And then you got the 2 Power Max boys of Rickwood 12th and Mark Brooks 12th and 13th still for the Power Max boys.
Yeah, they might be getting lapped again. They're on the same straight as Clements. So might be a few laps and they might see the blue flags again.
Let's have a look then at this battle for 8th place. There, Showler still leads the way. Clifford in 9th, Sharp in 10th. Looks like Sharp might have a run on Clifford. But again, it's just that Renault was just so quick on the straightaway, which Sharp cannot find a way by.
Watching this battle for 3rd place, Lewis is actually still hanging on quite well. He's not really being dropped too badly. He's definitely not all over the back, but he's still in slipstream range of McIntosh, so P5 would be a pretty good result on the mediums.
Now, can Connor sustain the pressure with Xavier? Looks like he can for now at the moment, and you know, this is where he'll have a little bit of breathing room, because you can see how much he's pulled away alone on Xavier. And then in towards Paddock Hill there. Oh, Xavier maybe just running Had a little moment in the middle of the corner, but kept it together. But this will do Connor a world of good here and probably give him a load of confidence going in towards the third race, even though he will have to start on the medium tyres. Yeah, and like you says there... Oh, go on then.
His advantage here is that the Renault in the lower gears is so much quicker than every other car, but once you start getting towards the top end of a car's speed, the other cars can start reeling at Megane, and it's because it's short straights here, it helps him massively.
So to go then, he's got 3 more laps to hold on to that third position, but Xavier will not give it up. He will try, and so too, if them two will fall out, make an incident, you know, Edwards is there to pick up the pieces, and he will take the bottom step of the podium. So Connor's got to be a little bit careful here. He doesn't want to make a mistake, and now Xavier now side by side at Druids. Will he have to run off the corner, which will prevent the inside at Graham Hill? Is Connor trying to hold him off? Yes, he does. So Connor holding on for third place for dear life, and he's protecting it very, very well.
Yeah, up front, meanwhile, Cress lost, I'd say, almost a second lapping Rigwood. He got held behind him at Druids and had to get the brakes on.
So Clements has just passed to both WS Power Max boys. Now Piper see if he can find a way by through Rickwood too. And now then, meanwhile, looking again at this battle going on for third place then, and it's still heading with 2 laps to go. Can he sustain that third place? He's held off Xavier in race 1. He's pretty much just, you know, Xavier's piled on a lot of pressure on Connor in this race alone, but Connor, you know, he's a lot more experienced now in this championship, and he's definitely holding his own at the moment. Meanwhile, this battle for 8th place is still going on, and Sharp around the outside of Schauler, and he's gone by. So Sharp there recovering from the moment that he had at Druids along with his teammate. So that's now up into 8th position. He'll be starting the last lap. He's 3 seconds away from Graham. So 8th place, I hope he'll be satisfied with that, even though he went off on, what was it, lap 10. He had that momentum. As the leaders are now on to the last lap, Clements still pulling away there, 3.5. So Piper's went off. Oh, Piper, I just noticed in there too, yeah. So Piper's had a huge moment there out of Paddock Hill. I just saw the gap just increased by 9/10, then I was like, what's happened to Piper? So he goes into Paddock Hill, and the car just, it does a massive tank slapper, and around he goes. And that's a gift there for 2nd place for Connor Heron. Oh, and also Edwards also nearly went off there too.
The PMRs are holding up this battle.
Clements wins race 2. That's another win there, but Connor Heron, he'll be absolutely chuffed to get 2nd place. What a drive that is there. Connor Heron 2nd, McIntosh 3rd, Edwards will finish 4th, Piper will be livid to finish in 5th, Leon Walsh will hold on for 6th, then it will be Ethan Graham, and then it will be our Sharp that will cross the line 8th, Showler 9th, Clifford in 10th. Both Power Max boys have crossed the line in 12th and 13th, and now we just wait again for Liam New to cross the line in 11th place. Again, another good effort from Liam, even though he's just thrown into the championship as a very late replacement for James Thompson. He crossed the line in 11th place, so good effort there again. But could have been a lot better for WSR. Could have been a 1-2.
It really could have been. The last lap, when you're comfortably 2nd, is not the time to be throwing it away and crashing.
For sure. So we'll just get the unofficial results there, because there was definitely a lot more action in that race. Clements with another win in the bag for him, so great effort there for Chris. Connor Heron would be dead chuffed to finish 2nd place. That's some drive that as well from Connor. Xavier McIntosh 3rd, Lewis Edwards 4th, Adam Piper again 10 seconds down the road in 5th, then Leon Walsh in 6th, Ethan Graham 7th, Ash Sharp 8th, then Showler 9th, Clifford 10th, New 11th, Rickwood 12th, and Mark Brooks in 13th. But now it is a reverse grid, and it will be a Power Max front row. And race 3 usually is where the fireworks happen now, because it is a reverse grid. So for the ones that are not used the medium tyres in race 3, this is the opportunity to use it. So it will be both WSR drivers, Connor Heron also. Ash will have to go into the mediums, as well as Schauler, I think. Yeah. So I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people on the
mediums that race, was he not?
Oh.
I think he was.
Was he?
I think so.
Oh, we'll find out. We'll see, Shaula. Let's see. Is he out on the track?
Not as of yet.
Right, let's see. Oh God, that's a first there from Edwards there, appreciating Piper's clean drive, and that's a rare thing to happen.
I imagine that was probably more mocking that he's crashed in the last lap.
Oh, yeah, but yeah, maybe a bit of sarcasm, maybe, from former teammates there. So I think for my reckoning, I think Chris Clements will be leading the championship after the first two races. We're picking up a second and a win, so he'll be currently sitting on 38 points, I believe that will be, because I think he did take the fastest lap in race 2, didn't he?
I think he did, yeah, but the caveat of that is he now has to start last on the medium tyres.
Better type it in, actually. Try to get my stats in.
Shaula is on the track and he's on the super softs.
Yeah, maybe Shaula was on the medium tyres, so maybe I didn't catch up on that. Okay then, my apologies there. I thought Shaula would have to start on the mediums there. Let's have a look then at Liam New. Right, so we've not seen a lot of him. He's pretty much been battling by himself. 10th in the first race, 11th in this race. What do you think of Liam then? Of Liam New?
It's been a solid debut for him. He's not had the wheel-to-wheel racing because he's not quite been with everyone else, but he's been ahead of the PMR, so in a way that's also good because he's just getting to run around, do his own thing, not be pressured, and he's learning every lap he does, so I'm sure for next week when hopefully the front of the track should be a little bit better because this track is not good for him. You can hopefully get in the mix and maybe start fighting some of the other cars.
Yeah, next week will be at Autopolis, the short complex, which I remember watching that race, and that's when I wanted to be involved in this championship. I remember watching that. Yeah, that was a sad day for Colin Barlow, on course for his first ever win in the touring cars, and then someone punted him off on the last lap, on the last corner. That was definitely bad times for our favourite American, Mr. Colin Barlow.
Yeah.
I heard he's doing well in ACC now.
Yeah, he's switched over there. He keeps us updated on the page, and looks like he's doing quite all right over there.
But do come back, Jeff. Jerry Bell also misses you too.
We all miss Jerry too.
I know, I miss Jerry as well. Right, so let's have a look then. I need to work my way down the order. Leon shouldn't be on the mediums because he was on the mediums for race 2, so he should go into the softs. What's Piper doing? Yeah, Piper's on the mediums. Who are we missing? We should be having 13 people, but someone's not out on track.
It's Brooks not out on track at the moment.
Okay then. And both Power Max have to change to mediums.
They were on mediums that race, they both were.
Oh, were they? Oh yes, they were, my bad. Yeah, I did write it down, yeah. I mean, I typed it down, yeah. So by my reckoning, Connor should be on the mediums too, which he is. And I think that's all of them that have used the medium tyres alone for one race. Only Declan Russell, who's not shown up, he's still got 6 tyres, but with the power of myself, I can take the tyres away from him. What do you think? In fact, I'll put you with the decision. What tyre should I take off him?
Oh, you're giving me too much power here. I'll say a race 3.
Right, we'll take a race 3 tyres in off him. There we go. Right then, so this is the reverse grid for race 3, round 1 at Brands Hatch of the FTR BTCC blueprints for STDash84. And then, like I said, it is a Power Max front row with his Brooks, Rickwood, then New, Clifford, Shaula, Sharp, Graham, Welsh, Piper, Edwards. I'm Gonna get them two mixed up, haven't I? Then McIntosh, Connor Heron, and Clements, because he won the second race then. So the final race of the evening. And it is lights out and away we go. Again, that will be Brooks there, just smoking off the line there. And already Liam New in that Scirocco blasts his way nearly into the lead of the race there. Side by side there, towards Paddock Hill. Brooks and New there nearly making door handle contact there. And again, Showler bumping and barging his way through the field there. Free abreast into Druids. It didn't work in the race too. It looks like it worked this time, as McIntosh got shoved off a little bit there, but still, so far, it is still Brooks with the advantage there. Sharp going off at Graham Hill. He's going to lose second spot then to Showler on the inside into this fast chicane there, but looks like Mark Brooks holding his own at the moment as Showler looks at the inside and through into the lead now goes Rob Showler, as there was a car that just went off there. That might have been that was Clifford, went off there at race 2. He's gone off there yet again, so not good there from Clifford. He's going to have to do another recovery drive. I think we'll probably check a replay to see what happened to him. Oh, he just lost it all on his own. Lost it all on his own in the chicane and never really recovered from it there. So at the moment it is still Showler with the lead. Second is Brooks, and then third is Sharp, who looks like he's giving the inside there to, that is Ethan Graham, and Leon Welsh is also there too. Fifth position now. And Liam New still trying to hold on there, but in seventh position now, because Piper's managed to find a way through on those medium tyres.
Interesting start. Rob's stormed off and taken the lead, but we've got Lewis in fourth, who I think two Ashel mediums and a front wheel drive ahead. Lewis could probably get to second and go set off after Rob.
It's like Noah's Ark here, 2 by 2 by 2 by looks of it, side by side for 5th, side by side for 7th, side by side for 10th. As that was Liam New holding on to that 8th position. Leon Walsh there with a whole gang of cars that are right behind him. Let's ride on board with the back of Leon Walsh. Piper's having a look on the outside. Edwards on the inside. Don't forget though, Piper is on the medium tyres. Edwards is not. No, sorry, that's Graham. So Edwards is already up into third spot and closing down on Mark Brooks for second. And Chris Clements from starting 13th place. You can see he's at the back of the pack there, trying to get by Liam New and that Scirocco. Meanwhile, further back there, I think that was Connor Heron then trying to get past with another car. I don't know why I've pushed the replay button for. My bad. So it looks like it's all going on at the moment. Let's see where Lewis Edwards is then. He's on the inside of Brooks at Druids, and that is second place. And now he's got 3 seconds to catch up to Showler. Meanwhile, Ethan Graham has found a way by Liam Walsh, so that's him up to 5th position now, as Brooks having a little moment on the Cooper straightaway. And Sharp now in 4th position, although Brooks has gone extremely wide in the chicane, nearly gets into our Sharp, so that's him off. Oh, he's off. He did exactly what Clifford did on lap 1. So down the pecking order then goes Mark Brooks. The hard work there all come undone. He's down 11th position, where his teammate is now with Clifford and Rick Wood there too. Meanwhile, further forward there, we're just seeing, I think that was Clements now up into 7th position. He's got his teammate Piper just ahead of him. Oh,
Liam New has taken both WSRs in one move.
That's actually quite impressive there, yeah. I was looking at that there. Let's have a look at a replay. So here we go then. Goes around the outside there, then does the crisscross. Clements runs right. Yeah, that's a superb pass there. So yeah, superb there from Liam New, and he's, like he says, he's getting better lap by lap there. So stunning effort that from Liam.
Yeah, good effort. He's finally in the mix and showing what he can do. Passing 2 cars in one go is not easy.
2 experienced drivers at that as well. I don't think Liam's got that much experience with racing in this championship. I think he is a rookie, isn't he?
Yeah, this is his first ever event, although Adam's now back down his inside.
And looks like Clements is going to go back through too, although maybe a little bit of fisticuffs in that. Yeah, and that's a position gained there. Now let's see what is Edwards doing. 2.7, but he has set the fastest lap of the race, so the gap is coming down. Ethan Graham is now in the 3rd position. Ashot must have had a moment. He's in 4th. Then it's his team on Liam Welsh in 5th, and then you got this titanic scrap there for 6th place. Piper leading it. then Clements, and then there's McIntosh, who's recovering from that moment he had in the first lap, and now Liam New down into 9th.
Yeah, it's gone from 0 to 0 in 1 lap, gained 2 places and then lost 3. But McIntosh finally getting through the traffic and on a charge. Liam New's coming back down the inside. Mazda should have the traction. And he does cut the back to the inside.
Oh, he's going again at Druids. Oh, nearly gets into McIntosh. No contact though.
He's not afraid to fight, but at least he's doing it clean. There's been no contact and he's getting his elbows out for this one.
Clements running a little wide out of Graham Hill. We'll lose a little bit of time to the back of his teammate just ahead. But Piper looks like he's closing up on the back of Liam Walsh. Oh, Liam just gets into the back of Xavier. And Clements. Don't know what happened to Clements there, but McIntosh found a way by ahead of Chris. I don't know if Chris was had a little moment in that chicane.
I think he just ran wide and Joker got down the inside and up 7th. Now can set about Leon and Adam both on the medium tyres.
Oh, he lost the rear. Now I don't know if he had a bit of help there from McIntosh. I'm not too sure, but he was steering the opposite way on that right hander. Anyways, still on board then with Clements there, and McIntosh has he found a way by Leon? No, he hasn't. Oh God. Clements right on the ragged edge there. Leon Walsh runs a little wide there. That's an opportunity for Xavier to get 6th position, and does.
Get a 5th as well. He's all over Piper.
And he will be on the medium tyre, so Piper you have to defend that. Or is McIntosh going to get the run off of Harewood Hill? No, he doesn't. And again, Piper protects, goes to the middle of the track there. As Clements forcefully works his way through at Druids on Leon Walsh. That's pretty much a corner that Leon Walsh always does his dive bombs.
Yeah, forceful from Chris. Joker sitting behind Adam. One thing Joker will never do, he will never force a pass. He will never send a dive bomb. He always does it clean. Sometimes to his detriment, because others can get through and he doesn't, but no chances are you're not going to have contact with him.
But he's still going to sort of harass Adam for 5th spot. Meanwhile, is the gap coming down? Yes, indeed it is there. A 2nd now from Charlotte to Edwards. And then you've got Graham in 3rd position. Sharp running in 4th. He's 5 seconds adrift. As that is, was that Clifford going off? No, yes, that was. Clifford just had a big moment out of Paddock Hill, and the car's gone careening off. So 2 moments there from Clifford, all by his own making. Here's a replay, just getting Paddock Hill absolutely wrong, careening his way in, and then into the kitty litter, and around she goes. Back though in 12th place though, so Luke, he could possibly get a potential 11th place there if he can get by Rickwood. Now then, anyway, this battle then for McIntosh has found a way by Piper, so that's 5th place now for McIntosh. Meanwhile, further back in the background there, Welsh trying to defend his 8th place from Liam New. Which I've just actually realised here that Leon is actually using this race on mediums. He used the mediums in race 2.
To be honest, it's Leon. He's probably completely oblivious. You probably won't even realise until you tell him.
Possibly. He should have been on the super softs. Oh well then. Yeah, he'll kick himself, yeah, for sure. Now then, let's see what McIntosh can do now. He's going to go and get 4th position, which Ash runs a little wide at Paddock Hill, and that's going to leave an opportunity for McIntosh to get that 4th place on the inside of Druids. That's P4 now. That's probably the... Oh, and Piper just gets into Sharp there. Fully on the ragged edge there was Sharp. Got all things crossed up and held it beautifully. But that's the torpedo doing torpedo things there.
It was only inevitable, and it's no surprise it's round 1. We have Adam doing Adam things.
That's why we call him the torpedo.
He doesn't seem to be given the place back though, so that one could end up going to the stewards.
Yeah.
Really hurt by that one.
Lap 13 out of 19, and it looks like 4th place is probably the best that McIntosh can get. He's 8 seconds behind the Sicily driver of Ethan Graham. And meanwhile, Edwards is now half a second away from Charlotte, who's dominated this race the whole time. He managed to get into the lead on the by the first lap. That gap went up to 3 seconds when Mark Brooks went off for the Powermax team. And again, Edwards has closed down 2.5 seconds now in about 12 laps.
Yeah, it's going to be a good finish. 6 laps to go. How much are they going to risk it? Especially since Lewis is a reserve. They'll want to win, but they also won't want to screw up Rob's chances.
Just looking at this battle now for 11th place there, Rookwood versus Clifford. Clifford is caught up now to Stephen as they're making their way onto the Blabham Straight to start yet another lap and to go into lap 14. Let's see how quick that Renault is on the straightaway, if he can find a way by Stephen. Now he's going to tuck up behind maybe. Oh, has a look on the inside there. Rookwood defending that spot there. Good job there from Stephen Rookwood there.
Yeah, the Scirocco is also quite quick in a straight line, not as much as the Megane, so if any car is going to hold off a Renault, it would be the Scirocco.
Meanwhile, this battle though for 7th on back is now really mixed things up there, and it looks like now that Clements has found a way by Sharp, so Clements is now up to 6th position, and now you've got the Team Hard versus Laser Tools there, 7th, 8th and 9th, and Leon Walsh there makes a look on the inside of Liam. But I tell you what, Liam holding his own. Now he's in the middle of a Laser Tool sandwich. In fact, he's having a look on the inside of Sharp at Druids. There's a little bit of contact through there, but still holds on to that 8th. But I think Liam is showing signs that he can race with these guys, it looks like.
Yeah, he can definitely get his elbows out but keep it clean. He's been learning how to drive the car in the first 2 races. Always Leon fires down the inside. Yeah,
that's again another heroic move there. Oh, Liam didn't appreciate that, just drove into the side of him.
Oh, Leon's given it up, although retaliation is not what you want to see.
No. No. Meanwhile, the lead is down to 2 temps now. Edwards is there. Schauler can, Edwards can smell the blood from Schauler now. And you can see Schauler just making mistakes corner after corner. That lead has disintegrated massively.
Yeah, you can see Lewis trying all different lines, trying to get Rob to go offline, maybe make a mistake.
Oh, he's got the run on the straightaway.
If he can force him offline into here, Rob could very easily go deep.
Into Paddock Hill they go, then 3 laps to go. Is Edwards going for the crisscross? Looks like he has. He's got an overlap there. Oh, that was nearly the close there, but he does have an overlap. Into Druids, and Edwards takes the lead of the race there. Fully committed, that was there, because that could have been a big moment off of Paddock Hill.
Fine, no Rob, he'll be shouting and swearing in that party, probably at Lewis.
Oh, he did put the block mid-corner, and Edwards still committed to the inside, and that's pure bravery on the part of Edwards.
Yeah, and here's the joy that if it ended up in a crash, it would have been Rob's fault, but of course he wants to win, and all he has to do is keep it on the road now. Again,
Edwards, a replacement driver for Mark Brooks, has got family problems, so hopefully we'll get to see Mark Brooks next week at Autopolis. But it is still, well, it is now Edwards leading the way. He won the first race, took the pole and the fast lap. He's got the fast lap in this race, and looks like he's going to be having the 2 wins here. It's just a shame that he's got work commitments, because he could be, one of the red-hot favourites to the championship. But, work commitments has got a hold of him, so he's just doing for this race alone. We're going to see Mark Brooks back in the championship next week. Schauler there still in 2nd, 3rd is Graham, Xavier McIntosh 4th, Piper in 5th, Clements in 6th, who runs a little wide out of Graham Hill, Sharp in 7th, Liam New 8th, Leon Walsh 9th, Connor ahead and completes the top 10 as we start the last lap of this race.
Yeah, Liam New's got himself into another battle. He's getting his elbows out with that Sharp this time over 7th place.
Let's see what he can do as they're going on the straightaway, and they'll start their last lap. So a few more opportunities then for Liam New to get a respectable 7th place. 10th in the first race, 11th in the second race. Can he get... Oh, in fact, Ash runs a little wide through Paddock Hill. Has he got a look this time? Looks like Sharp's not given trying to defend the position. Liam's got the inside, and that's 7th place. But meanwhile, back up front, the leader's making their way towards the Brabham straightaway. So 2 wins out of 3 then for Lewis Edwards. He takes the checkered flag, and fast slap there to McIntosh. He must have had it quite late on. Showler disappointed to get 2nd place. He had the win in the bag there. 3rd place though to Graham. McIntosh will cross the line. Yeah, he set the fastest lap of the race on the penultimate lap there. So 4th place there for McIntosh. We wait then for Piper to cross the line 5th. Clements in 6th. And then Liam New. Great race for Liam. Up to finish in 7th place. Sharp flash of the light in 8th. 9th is Leon Walsh. 10th will be Connor Heron. Bit of a decent race there for Connor. Good effort from him. Anyways, on those medium tyres. His teammate will cross the line in 11th position. Thankfully, the Power Max boys have not been lapped at all. 12th place is Rick Wood, and we just wait then for Mark Brooks then to cross the line in last position. In 13th place. And I think that'll be a bit of a confidence there for the Power Max team. They didn't finish a lap down. So there you go. 13 cross the line. And yeah, pretty decent race there, Liam.
Yeah, that one was definitely. Race 2 and 3 were a lot better than race 1.
Yeah, for sure.
Provisional results, because a lot of drivers will be having their clouds over the head. Of course, we saw Adam get into Ash, and maybe a couple of others that might end up getting reported.
Yeah. So there you go. Then Edwards getting his 2nd win of the season. Good replacement driver there from him, and McIntosh gets the fastest lap of the race. There's the unofficial results, as I just type in the fastest lap and what have you. So there you go then. Edwards wins the 3rd race, then Showler, Graham, McIntosh, Piper, Clements, Liam New, Sharp, Welsh, Connor Heron, Luke Clifford, and then Rick Wood and Brooks 12th and 13th in PMR. So there you go then, that's been the first round. Oh, I forgot to mention, who do you think would be driver of the day for you, Liam?
Oh, driver of the day.
Yeah, I think that I've decided this will be a new thing for the championship.
Probably have to look at Lewis, got 2 wins and then was the best out of the medium drivers in race 2, so probably him. Alright
then, so driver of the day goes to Lewis Edwards. There we go. I think that's pretty much it there. So thank you for all watching. Don't forget to give this race a thumbs up. And yeah, I've been Sean. And thanks again. Big thank you to Liam joining me in the booth. And we will see you again next week at Autopolis for round 2 of the championship. So I will see you later.